We're looking in depth at electric cars and lingering concerns right now about not having enough fast chargers for a lot of people to feel comfortable enough to buy an EV. Back in 2020, just 5% of all new cars sold were electric vehicles. That jumped to 9% the next year, then 14% in 2022. Well, this year, we're on pace for that to climb, you can see, to 18%. That's almost 1 in 5. Well, to sustain that growth, you need more and more chargers, and not the slow ones. Experts say drivers really need access to the level 3 fast chargers, especially along interstates and other highways that are popular for road trips. I want to take you back to 2018. Then New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announced this ambitious plan called Evolve New York. The $250 million initiative started with $40 million from the New York Power Authority. One of the big goals was to install 200 fast chargers along New York's interstates, having one about every 30 miles. Those were supposed to be fully installed by the end of 2019.
We're really strategically deploying these fast chargers along the Thruway in particular, and then at really key 30-mile intervals to make sure that nobody ever gets stranded in an electric vehicle in New York.
But as New York State Focus recently reported, by its original deadline at the end of 2019, not a single fast charger had even been installed. And then shortly after that interview that we just aired, the plan changed entirely. The Thruway Authority decided to incorporate fast chargers into its overhaul at the service areas, allowing NYPA and the Evolve initiative to put their chargers elsewhere. One problem with that, though, is that the 2 new service areas that have already opened here on the Thruway in Pembroke and Clarence don't have the fast chargers yet. The Thruway Authority told 2 on Your Side that at least 2 fast chargers will be installed at each of those by the end of this year. And by the end of 2025, the Thruway Authority plans to have 120 of the fast charging EV stations total, again spread out about every 30 miles. As for NYPA, a spokesperson told me that it has installed 135 high-speed chargers as part of that Evolve network. NYPA actually has an interactive map showing exactly where they are. Zoom in on our region. There are 4 at a Tops parking lot in Niagara Falls, also 4 at the Seneca Casino in Salamanca. Several more are scheduled to be installed in the Buffalo area next year. Today, I asked the policy director for the New York League of Conservation Voters if the state is doing enough to fill out this fast charging network.
New York is doing a better job than a lot of our neighbors on EV charging infrastructure, but we still have a long way to go. And there's no question that we lack adequate charging capacity right now. So this is a pretty urgent issue for the state to address, because certainly you want to make sure that you have the adequate charging capacity first before you have the cars on the road and then are trying to fix the problem after the fact.
We should also point out that beyond the rest stops and the Evolve chargers, the state has also installed 3 of the fast charging stations at the relatively new Western New York Welcome Center up on Grand Island. Those are actually free to use.